everyone. Welcome to 20
and Tucked In.
This is our debut on the scene.
We are your hosts, Sienna and
Poppy.
We're obviously 20 and obviously tucked in,
Obviously, quite clearly tucked
as you
in.
can see. And we'll just see where this goes, how it goes.
I mean, everyone always tells us that we should start a podcast.
So we're just listening to these people's wishes. It's not
Exactly.
really like personal ambition, we're just really hearing
Alright,
the people out for what
And I went to college to be a screenwriter. I still want to do that, but this has fallen into place for me in a really fabulous way, so I'm just wrong with it.
A little bit about us. We are Poppy and Sienna.
we've been friends for a long time.
We've been friends since 2016. Year 7. Saw each other and decided, yep, I'm going to be a little
You're a bit of
shitbag with
me.
you.
Yeah.
We're going to ruin the teachers' lives.
Yay!
No. But we were terrors.
Well, not you, really. Mainly me. I don't want to tell people about myself. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, sorry guys, sorry.
Why we are doing the podcast?
Out of high
Out of
demand.
sheer boredom.
Oh,
Out of sheer desperate
Don't lie.
the desperate human need to find purpose.
Well, we do have good hot takes.
And the what are we going to be doing on this podcast? Hot mugs and hot takes.
People's dilemmas, so you can send them in. We'll create a little link for you if you want to send in any dilemmas. You can see that on our upcoming episodes.
Yeah.
Just discussing like
And-
pop culture and
Yeah.
What
And a little we will be giving you some homework at the end of each episode
mm-hmm.
of a small artist or a big artist recommendation, some songs. And Sienna will be giving you a
film recommendation from yours truly, film geek, film nerd, cinephile, if you will. So yeah, that can be what you can expect from us from 20
Should we
and
do that
Tucked
thing,
In.
where YouTubers go like onto
Yeah!
Segment.
onto the episode. Oh, I went that way.
Hello, welcome to our first segment of the podcast, Hot Mugs and Hot Takes.
Oh wait, mine's the wrong way.
That's why I put you on that side. Right.
Cheers, big ears, bomb.
Right. So our first hot take with our hot mugs is Audrey Hobart an authentic artist? Thoughts?
Oh, it's a tricky one. Well, I feel like you know a bit more about it than I do. I know about her background with Gracie Abrams,
Yeah.
and I don't know her dad's name. Maybe I should have known her dad's name before
Oh god,
this.
yeah. Her dad.
Audrey Hobart.
He-
Mr. Hobart.
He made Sue Heck, didn't he?
Was it
show is
Malcolm in
that?
the Middle? Is it Malcolm in the Middle?
Is it?
Guys, put it down below. I don't know.
Drop a link, which makes a lot of sense to be fair, because Sue Heck, every single clip that I see of
Yeah.
her, she's given
It's
a bit
given
of
Audrey
Audrey.
core. The question of authenticity and her music can be debatable, but she has had a leg up. It's undeniable. Not
Yeah.
every independent artist.
Has already had a foot in the door.
Exactly. This is her first release, and she's been very, fortunate to have had a great reception and being able to make music videos. I know she has directed and edited them herself.
Yeah.
Which
And she's done a lot, to be fair, with Gracie Abrams. I know that she's been quite a big part in Gracie Abrams' production and songwriting, and even some vocals in, I'm sure she's in That's So True,
I'm sure she is.
in the background.
Yeah. No, she's
So-
co-written.
She is, there's no denying that she's talented.
Of course.
She's obviously talented. However, my
Yeah.
hot take is that I don't,
Like, is this
I don't know
just
how
the
I
first step into the rest of your actual career, what you desire to do? Is this just like your little like?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, which is fine because if we enjoy the music, we enjoy the music.
Yeah, because I absolutely, I fuck with it.
I fuck with it.
I fuck with it. I fuck with Don't Go Back to His Ass. I fuck with
Sex in the City.
sorry. He's heating up and eating up a pizza
pocket,
pocket. I wanted one,
but
he forgot it.
That's all for
It's all for now, Mr. Driver.
Rating you 5 stars.
But then I've seen loads of comments on clips of her interviews of people saying, "Oh my god, she's so funny," when I've not seen it as anything comedic. So maybe me and you, we just don't see the satire.
I
And
kind
maybe
of.
that's what her whole
But is it satire when you're that privileged? Is what, like, I see the
Yeah.
satire, but it's hard. Like, if it was someone like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say what state. Let's just say New York, for example. They're known for having that kind of
Where's she from?
affinity. I'm not sure.
Alexa, where's Audrey Hobart from?
No, she's just said Audrey Hepburn.
Ah.
Right, we're
Well-
not gonna ask her again. Okay, Ashton's fact checking for us.
Oh, yeah, she's from New York.
Well, that's. I kind of had a feeling. Okay, well, let's say like someone else who's always had an affinity for being quirky. I'm not discounting that she does, but the meaning and the substance is different when it's coming from someone where it's very easy and accepted for them to do that. But I do appreciate it nonetheless.
Yeah.
I feel very seen, but there is that debate, isn't there?
Definitely.
But like, not to bring it up, but people have had that same conversation with Addison. Is she authentic and stuff like that?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
feel like her leg up has been the same as it is as someone
Well, no,
in the
because she
industry
didn't
of
have a
Hollywood.
leg. She didn't have a leg up from the beginning of her career. She's got a leg up from having her TikTok career, but that TikTok career was not built on anything.
Exactly.
That was built off of her being 19
hmm
and joining TikTok.
And she's done that. She posted it as that herself. People are enjoying what she's doing, and you know, I don't know who's in the room with Audrey Hobart, but on Addison's album, for example, it's just hearing the two girls, the two Swedish
Yeah.
girls, which I respect. So there's a lot of discourse, I feel like, about everyone, whether it's Addison or
Yeah.
Audrey, two A's. Is it authentic?
Up for interpretation.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man's best friend. Everyone's been talking about it. Does it live up to her past work?
Sorry, go on.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything. Don't worry about it. No, I wasn't going to say anything.
I think that people struggle to differentiate artists' different work because Taylor Swift has spoke about this. I'm sure it was in her documentary that she did in 2020,
Mhm.
where female artists specifically have to constantly evolve and constantly change and constantly keep up with the demand, less than like more so than male artists would have to.
That is true.
So what she is doing is just living up, and like, because I've heard people say about the whole like it's the espresso recipe, like something like that.
But she's doing what works, what she knows works, and it was one album
Exactly.
ago, a year ago. And disclaimer, I don't class myself as a Sabrina fan. Poppy, I would say, is a qualified Sabrina fan. So this is just my my vision of it. But like, I mean, it was only a year ago. The girl's obviously doing what she knows works. Which what's the problem with that? It's one project after short and sweet.
Exactly.
So it's not like she's
So it's
done.
gonna be in the same realm. It just every single album doesn't have to be a completely different look.
But then here begs the question: is should she have done a release that soon, or you know?
I don't think she should have
Yeah.
personally, because I think
I feel like it wasn't needed. Like, not that it's not appreciated.
because yeah, if you feel like you need to still write and you've got loads of juice left in you, then by all means go to the studio and write. But it didn't need to be released per se.
yeah,
Because now people are just, you give society that expectation then that that's
Mm.
what you should be doing, because I feel like Taylor Swift has sort of gotten swept up into that, is that the media is expecting something from her then always, because of how quick she does her releases. It
yeah.
feels like everyone is waiting for something from Taylor Swift, which she feeds into that,
Oh yeah.
which I do also feel like Sabrina Carpenter will now fall into this trap of, I've just released that one, but now it's been 6 months and I feel like I'm old news. I need to do something else.
How many albums has she got in total?
In total, she's got quite a lot. I think she might have 6.
Really? Oh, she only had about like maybe 3 or 4.
No, so she had she's got Evolution, Singular Act 1, Singular Act 2.
From back in the day, Andy.
Yeah. She's got Eyes Wide Open.
Ding.
So how many is that? 6 including Man's Best Friend, or 7 including Man's Best Friend. 7 studio
That's
albums.
crazy.
And then I feel like she might have a few EPs.
But like, then on the other hand, we've got someone else who's also well, not that I would compare, but you know, another female artist such as Lana Del Rey, who
Yeah.
isn't as upkeeping with her
Mhm.
album releases. Not that she hasn't released in a long time. It was 2023, I think.
Mhm.
But you know, we've got album delays, album name changes, and a lack of upkeep, I would say.
Yeah.
So, but then on the other hand, we've got artists such as Taylor Swift and Sabrina who do keep that upkeep and keep people interested.
Yeah.
But I know everyone's different.
Because I think we've sort of lost on people doing press stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we don't always need to be releasing albums. We could go on press tours. We could go and do an interview with Rolling Stone. We could go and do a big article doing a deep dive into your artistic views and your artistic abilities. Obviously, like, what people want to know is about your personal life, and a lot of people don't want to go too much into that. Everyone seems to be media trained these days.
Yeah.
Except for Somber. Somber stays with his
and except for Renee
authentic
Rapp.
style.
Not Somber.
Oh.
Oh. No
In a
disrespect
room
full of people, I look for you.
Oh, I just spoke.
No! Is that what we get for talking about Somber? But like another interesting thing I think is like everyone was saying about the VMAs. Everything's reminding everyone of something from the past. Everything's a reference, whether it be Sabrina, Addison, who wasn't there, who else? Doja Cat. Everything is kind of regenerated and a reference to something, which is fine. Even the greats, such as Michael Jackson, such as Madonna, all these people have pulled from.
Everyone pays homage. Is that how you say it? Homage.
I think so, or homage. But I think
Homage.
it's homage.
Homage.
I think, I think it's homage.
Everyone, right? The world has existed for far too long for everything that everyone does to be unique.
Exactly.
Not everything you do can be original.
You have to be
Except for
inspired.
us.
Oh yeah, of course.
Everything we do is original,
Oh, yeah.
including this podcast.
Absolutely. Like, who else do you know? Which of your favourite creators, guys, are in the pajamas 20 and tucked in specifically?
And we are in fact tucked in. There's no clickbait here.
There's really
We are tucked in.
low
we're
budget
tucked in.
guys.
We've got our hot mugs and our hot takes. There's not a single bit of clickbait about us.
But is it hot mug? We'll never know.
Who knows?
We'll never know. But yeah, because I struggle with this because I know you're very into like the newer releases, what's going on. I like that.
You're an oldie but a goldie.
I am, but like when I think of the old VMAs, or I think of the award shows such as like Britney Spears performances with the snake, I'm like, I wonder what she was inspired by. But for some reason back then it didn't fit. No one was like putting references next to each other and be like, this is what she's
because
inspired
media wasn't
by.
so easily accessible. If you wanted to do that, if you wanted to sit there and analyze someone's performance, you had to go to the store, you had to get a magazine, you had to watch it live.
Back in our day.
To watch it, did they even stream it on the television?
Yeah, I think it was like live, not live stream, what's it, aired live? Yeah. But obviously it wasn't easily accessible all the time.
So I think that's a lot of the reason why artists and anyone in general, celebrities, face so much scrutiny in this day and age is because scrutiny is so easily accessible. Hating is so easily accessible. People are more unemployed these days. People have less things to do.
You
What?
are dying.
Stop it. Because you know that'll be it then.
Oh.
What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like they ain't got no mamas. I think the whole world's addicted to the drama, only attracted to things that'll bring the trauma. Overseas, yeah, we're trying to stop terrorism. We still got terrorists here living in the USA, the big CIA, the Bloods and the Crips and the KKK. No, we're gonna stop now.
Yeah, there we go.
We've
But
just
like-
had the heads up from the director to stop.
He's just is. What did he say? Yeah, he said fucking stop. He said fucking stop now before you get ahead of yourself. But you know what I think? Because I think I'm not a hater, but I am one that will side. I feel like I've seen this before. This reminds me of something else.
Yeah.
But I feel like back in the old, not in the old days, but the previous award shows back in the day. Like if I think like what did Michael Jackson, for example, pull from? I feel and like similar artists. I feel like artists pulled more inspiration from films and movies than other artists. I think that's what's happening now. I really do.
Yeah.
For example, like Sabrina and Doja Cat, they're pulling their inspiration from music and other artists, which is great. But I feel like maybe why it felt less familiar like 20 years ago is because singers were using, these films as references that we may not be familiar with. Maybe that's what it is, guys. We need to get in the cinema. We need to get back in the cinema.
We do.
That is my
As a
hot take.
society, why is everyone not in the cinema? Because
Why
it's
aren't
so
you in the
expensive.
Yeah,
I'm
know
not
what?
paying £15 to watch something that
you
I
know-
can watch on Netflix in a couple months.
Yeah, I love physical media and I love the cinema. It's important. To be fair, we're never gonna know if I always pay for my cinema tickets.
We'll never know.
But I can't do that anymore. So yeah.
For our last hot take, it's a hot take.
Really, actually prepare yourself.
It's a really hot take. I thought it was an original thought, unless you reference, but Apparently not, because Sienna, every time that I mention anything to you, you obviously I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it right now.
Google it.
I'm gonna Google
Gonna
it.
do my research.
And we found that there's a community of people. Was it on Reddit?
It was on Reddit, as you would expect, already discussing it. So
Right. So I've got a theory. So I don't know how many people have listened to Conan Gray's new album, Wishbone. I would recommend it. It's a really good album. Really solid album.
I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with our fella Paul Mescal. Or...
Yeah. I've got a theory that Wishbone was written about Paul Mescal.
Stay with us now.
Stay with us.
Because we've got not reliable sources, but there's a community discussing this. So, while Poppy looks up the lyrics, I'll tell you how this came about. Received a FaceTime call. I don't even know what you said. Like,
I was like, I've got a
theory.
I've got a theory.
And I was like, okay. And then I kind of saw the look on her face, and I was like, what? And it began with Conan Gray, and because I'm aware she's a fan, and the album and the song, and then Paul Mescal's name got a drop, and obviously I was side-eyeing, I was wide-eyeing, until I looked it up, and people were already discussing the said theory, and I'll let you explain, because I'm not all clued up on the Conan Gray lore, but I really thought she was insane. I really thought, I've got a huge poster of Paul Mescal on my wall in my bedroom. I was like, what are you actually saying? But guys, this is kind of reliable, almost.
So, my personal favourite of the album is called Actor. And I just thought, because the whole concept of the song is, you're a much better actor than me, like, you're a much better liar than me, essentially. But, after I'd sort of had a little bit of a delve, and I was like, is Actor really about lying? Or is it about the acting field? Is what I thought. So, I think what really ignited it in me was every time I looked through the track list and saw the track Connell, I just kept thinking, I was like, that was Paul Mescal's character, wasn't it? And I was like, that's weird. I've never known anyone else called Connell.
Hint number one.
And
and
that just got me thinking a little bit. This was a long bush journey, by the way, that
Yeah.
this arose.
And I still wasn't convinced at this point.
And then the song Sunset Tower is what really, really sent me over the edge. I used to pick you up after shooting all day. We drive around talking about how we hate this place. Luke says you're dating again, it's horrible. Getting all your news through a friend. The friend part is what really... So I was like, friend? Who are
Connecting
Conan
the
Gray's
dots.
friends? Olivia Rodrigo. Who's Olivia Rodrigo really close with? Gracie Abrams. Who is Paul Mescal dating? Gracie Abrams.
Whoa. So this is where I was opening my ears a little bit.
Yeah, you were
To this
opening your mind
point.
a little bit.
It's actually crazy.
And is it really comical that the main part of my believing this was in Actor, where so he says, a friend of mine asked you, have you talked to Conan? And the lyric is, you didn't react, you said, I barely even fucking know him. And I was playing that in my head, and I was going,
Who would say
I barely even fucking know him.
that? It's given Paul.
It's given Paul, and you did raise a objection of his age.
Yeah, he's.
However,
I think he's about 30 now.
Conan Gray is the exact age of Gracie Abrams.
Oh, okay. But
And-
it's just, I really, as a Paul Mescal studier and someone who's familiar, I just really couldn't connect the dots. I was like, why Conan Gray and Paul Mescal? Like, it could have been any Irish actor, but I mean, until I saw the thread.
And there's another lyric. I wish you the best, but I hope that you die inside every time I'm playing in London. Where does Paul Mescal live, Sienna?
I'll tell you that. He lives in London, and he's lived in London since about 2020. What's Conan's relation to London?
Nobody except him.
I believe you. I believe
in a thing called Conan and Paul Mescal. Never liked sitting around your egoist actor friends. Never liked kissing your mouth with cigarettes on your breath.
He does tend to smoke the cigarettes.
I don't want to know what you did with all the girls you swapped me with. Your drunken mouth all on her lips. Guess I was just your experiment.
And Irish people do tend to drink Guinness Not all of them.
Where's that relating to?
His drunken mouth.
Oh, I didn't even register. So yeah, that's my stance.
And
That's my hot take.
I think we would be very interested to know what your guys' hot takes is, because you think this is crazy, but the guy.
Yeah, like I feel like at the start of that segment, you're probably sat there going, "What the fuck?"
But there's already a thread. See, I really wasn't having none of it. I'm really familiar with Paul Mescal. I know. Well, I don't know the guy, but I know of him a lot. And it was until I searched up the thread and everyone was like, "Oh my god, I was thinking that too." The whole time I was like, "What do you mean?" So yeah, you heard it with the. You heard it here first on 20 and Tucked In about
Conan Gray and Paul Mescal. And I also just think, if you look at Paul Mescal, do you really think that's a fully straight man?
Have you seen them
He's
shorts?
never delved.
Have you seen them shorts?
I think we've all
Have you
seen
seen
them
that
shorts. I
mullet?
think we've all seen too many of them
Have
shorts.
you seen that mullet? Have you seen that stash? Have you seen them shorts? We're not making any allegations.
No,
We're
obviously,
speculating.
people can wear whatever they want. People can do whatever they want without having a preconceived speculation.
But
Blah de blah.
as they say,
But Paul Mescal is fruity.
the proof is in the pudding pertaining to the Conan lyrics and Paul Mescal. Oh yeah.
Wasn't scripted, guys.
Honestly, God, in the spirit of Alessi Rose. This is actually comfy.
I feel like Alessi Rose would like this podcast.
She would. We saw Alessi together once.
We did at the Liverpool hangout.
Bleep. Oh. Okay.
We
Awkward.
could have travelled.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen Alessi Rose. I've seen her 3 times so far, and then I'm seeing her 3 times in November, so it'll be 6 times
True
total this
fan.
year. I am a stan. I think what she is doing is incredible, and honestly, I think she's a very original and unique artist in her looks and in her vibe.
I think to me, from what I know about Alessi, and I don't know much, but I have seen it live, I was surprised at like the kind of strength in her vocals and how unique they are, because I don't know anyone that sounds like Alessi.
Do you remember the Diet Pepsi controversy?
Oh God.
Never.
But I think when you appear to be, what's the word? Conventional,
Yeah.
or you look in a conventional way, when you start doing things that are unique or a little bit out of the ordinary, people are more harsh. Like who said that Alessi Rose can't be a quirky girl? Because I don't know much about her, but from her
She bleaches her
vocals-
eyebrows. She bleaches her
Yeah,
eyebrows.
she bleaches her eyebrows, and she used to have red hair. So
Oh,
and
don't say she used to. That's it.
she does.
She
have
does
red hair.
have red hair. The hair is red.
Like, I do think her vocal quirks are unique. You know, the way she kind of like squeaks at the end.
I've been loving him to pass the time. He gives me head while I've been losing mine.
What's the other one?
You're kissing.
Right.
Her hands around her neck. You're kissing.
5 points. No, 10 points to anyone who can
Name 5 Alessi Rose songs. You're kissing. You kiss me with the same mouth.
You
Same mouth,
Oh.
oh.
Can't remember the
You
other
fuck me good all night.
You know
It's gonna end in tears.
Now, our next segment of 20 and Tucked In will be the dilemmas section. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
So,
What we've got is our
our
Director.
director, camera operator, and producer.
he's behind the camera. He's gonna throw some dilemmas at us, and we're gonna catch them, read them, and
And we're not familiar with them. We don't
No.
know what they say.
they're a complete surprise to us. That sounded really sarcastic, but we actually
No,
genuinely
like
don't know.
seriously, like guys. A
Um.
little bit nervous.
So yeah, right. 3.
Okay,
That was an excellent catch.
that was a bit sultry. Yeah, I'll do it. What did it say? Who's it from?
My friend has gotten a boyfriend, and she's forgotten that I exist. She cancels our plans all the time and only calls when they're fighting. What do I do? Do I bring it up? Be honest, did you write this, Sienna?
Honestly, no. No. I can't relate, guys. But
Right.
I do think it's a really sad thing,
I hate
especially
seeing
in
stuff like
female friendships. And also, on the other hand, if you're someone that's in a happy relationship, when you see videos like that, I feel like it could make you paranoid. Like, oh god,
Yeah,
is that
sometimes
me?
I'll see something, I'm like I literally,
No,
I barely surround myself with anyone except my boyfriend and Sierra.
and me. Yeah, so you.
But
don't
we
have
have
to worry
group
about that.
FaceTime calls. We all play Roblox. It's very amicable.
Literally, it's quite funny. But I do find it sad. So
What do I do?
dilemma.
Do I bring it up? I
say bring it up. What
I
do
don't
you
know.
mean?
Because
It's a tricky
it's
one
so
to bring up,
it's
isn't it?
so specific on the type of friend and the type of person and the type of situation that it is. Because
It depends how long it's been going on for and the severity of
'Cause
it. Because
sometimes I feel
sometimes
like
it can be bad.
if it goes on for too long, I feel like at some point, like, you lose the ability to bring it up because then they're like,
yeah,
what? Like, how long have you felt like this? Da 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 da.
yeah.
But it's how much you value your friendship. If you really value this friendship, and it's not you can't base a friendship on lies and on like unresolved feelings and grudges.
Depending on the depth, you should be able to like at least kind of bring it up or
Yeah, because I'd
not-
be able to bring something up to you and you wouldn't
Yeah.
like
exactly.
just be friends with us.
Sorry, that was funny. Just be friends with us, guys. But
There's room for one more little one in the middle.
who's it gonna be? Who's gonna be the special guest?
Giveaway.
What do I do? Do I bring it up? I personally say bring it up.
Yeah.
Which is funny coming from me. I don't know the best communication tactics, but I would just have to bring it up because otherwise, like Poppy said, it's gonna seethe,
Yeah.
it's gonna boil.
And it's gonna make you so much more angry, and it's gonna make you start to resent that person.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it does say she's forgotten I exist and she cancels plans all the time and only calls when they're fighting. So it almost seems like a disrespect quality
At that
there.
point, is it even a friendship anymore?
Literally, and it's sad because this is so common in female friendships, and I see it and I hear it all the time. And it's sad because, and I don't want to get into it, but I just feel like there'll never be anyone there feel like a woman will, especially a
Definitely.
woman who's your friend, your best friend.
Yeah.
So to prioritize something that, I'm not saying that the relationship could be temporary, but you never know, and you never know how someone could treat you. I feel like you should prioritize who was there first, you know.
Because it can be quite. It can be quite surprising what relationships in your life are supposed to be temporary that you don't realize. Because I know from my own personal experience, I had a friend who I really thought was like my twin my bestie, and that friendship I left a workplace, and the friendship just sort of fizzled out a little bit, and it was quite a shock to the system because I was just so baffled that could happen because we were so close. But then when you're not in the same environment anymore and you're in complete different spaces like that, like one's in a relationship, one's not, things like that can happen, and sometimes you can feel better for it. You just don't know until it happens.
You never know if it's going to benefit you. And some things like that, like workplace friendships, school friendships, or childhood friendships, some of them are of, sadly, in a way of like convenience. Would
Yeah.
you still be friends? Would you still be making plans if you weren't in this place in close proximity?
Yeah.
You know, if it was that meaningful to you, you should be making the effort to just keep in touch. I feel like everyone should be keeping in touch, guys. I'm a supporter of friends. We all need friends in this dark and
Yes.
lonely world, in this digital world. Like, everyone needs friends. How long we be going? Nearly 10 years.
Yeah. Is it?
20. I know that the first time I ever saw you was 2016 September.
So nearly 10 years?
That's crazy.
How cute.
Oh, anniversary of our friendship.
Pardon? I said, whatever.
Whatever daddy wants.
Daddy gets. Do you know what it reminds me of for some reason? Young Sheldon.
So that was dilemma number 1.
That was actually such a
that
good
was
shot.
a really good throw.
Our director is also my boyfriend who plays Roblox with us.
Yeah.
Just in case you wanted that background
Here's the
information.
law. You heard it first, guys. Are we doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, 3, 2, 1.
Hey! Right. I'm not the best at opening things, but we'll try. Will you do my ASMR for me, please? Thank you. Oh, it was that simple. You know I struggle, guys. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, this is so kind of me, but it's you because I haven't really delved into this. Okay, so it says, just started my 9 to 5 and OMG, how do people do this? I get home and I'm like a zombie. I literally can't even make dinner, let alone go to the gym or see friends. Is this just life now? How do people balance this? I'm asking the same thing. And I feel like you could answer that for me because I don't know how you balance everything. You're a working girl.
Well, I've just recently started a part-time job, and that's the best advice that I can give to anybody. If you're in a position where you can work part-time, work part-time.
Do it.
No one needs to work 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. I was working 50 hours a week some weeks. It's not healthy, and it's not living. You're living to work when you should be working to live.
Working hard
Working hard or hardly working.
Yeah, and
You should be hardly working.
Honestly, yeah. And you even mentioned just saying that you feel so much more human now,
Yeah.
like you're an actual person.
I feel like I've got so much more time to do hobbies and stuff, and I'm still doing just over 20 hours a week. So it's not like, because I wouldn't be able to cope with being unemployed because I'd get a little bit cuckoo.
Yeah.
But in general, I think if you're not in a position where you can go part-time, because I mean, that sort of didn't really answer the question, really, did it? It was
Well, no, but that was giving advice. Like, I just started
Get
my 9 to
quit
5.
your job.
I mean, it doesn't say whether it's part-time or not, but so
Well,
let's
9 to
assume
5
it's
wouldn't.
full-time.
9 to 5 would be full-time.
Yeah, so suggestion is to go part-time if you can.
If you're not in a position where you can do that, my main advice would be protect your peace.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of leading into the last question, you don't need those unnecessary friendships where you've got to try and string along a sentence and be like, ugh, to message someone.
Like, if it
You don't need
feels
them.
forced, it's not for you. And
You
I'm
don't need to waste valuable energy that you barely have on people like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You just gotta make that choice.
As a person, you're constantly evolving, you're constantly changing. What you needed last year might not be what you need right now. What you need right now might not be what you're gonna need in a year.
This is very
So-
therapeutic.
To be honest, with the 9 to 5 thing, if you're not enjoying it,
Maybe you're in the wrong field, honestly.
if it's draining you so much, because so far in this new job, I've not come home upset or injured, for one, by the way. Childcare is no joke.
It's really not. It's not for the week.
It's not for the week. I had glasses for all of 2 days? Smashed on the floor.
Belly ring ripped out.
Not for the what's
Faint
it?
of heart.
Faint hearted. It's not. But since starting this new part-time role, I've not come home upset or drained or anything, and I've felt so energized to be able to complete things that I enjoy. Like, I've started sewing again. I've started learning instruments.
Which is just so nice because I know how exhausted usually you would be and just feel like
Yeah.
drained. So I mean, what I would respond to it as not someone that experienced in this realm, but maybe your 9 to 5, if it's like hospitality or something like that, maybe it's not your passion. You need to find, like, think of a hobby that you like that you would want to be paid to do all the time.
Yeah.
Like, such as, like, if you really enjoyed sewing, you could literally have a business
Yeah.
sewing. It's the harder path, but it will lead you to joy. Oh, well, I did
Your
aim for the
shit,
phone.
Your shit.
You know, it's my first day.
3, 2, 1. You know what he's trying to...
Where?
You're always trying to rain on my parade, take my shine, take my sparkle.
I'm not trying to change, I'm just trying to help you in a helping hand.
Do the ASMR now.
Doing it now. It's time.
Hard watch, guys.
Well,
My ex has a new girlfriend, and I thought I was over him, but seeing them post together makes me feel sick. How do you actually stop caring?
I'm gonna say something.
Go on.
I have no experience in this field. I'm gonna put it out there, but my motto in life is ignorance is bliss. You know that. You
I
can't.
don't think that's good advice, Sienna.
For this, it is because you're obviously looking. So I say ignorance is bliss. Don't even look at it. I know it's easier said than done, but you have to literally pretend
Think
like it
about
doesn't
that one
exist.
message that you didn't open for months.
For months, because I was like, I don't know what it's gonna say, and you're like, Sienna, just open it. I was like, yeah, but I don't know what it's gonna say, and I don't want it to upset me.
in the end?
It was nothing. It was literally just a picture of the inside of a shop. I was like, what does this mean? Because it had been so long since the incident. I was like, I don't know what this means. But yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought.
I am gonna disagree with you on this one because I have been in that position, and sometimes you really can't stop looking.
Maybe exposure therapy, maybe exposure heals.
I would just say steer clear of new relationships because it can be quite easy to get swept up in it and be sort of competitive and try and get into being like, oh well, I'm more of you than you are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in a relationship because
That's
you're in a
always bad.
relationship. I'd steer clear of that because as well as it's not fair on you, it's not fair on another person if you're not ready for that.
Absolutely.
Because someone's gonna go into that blindly and be like, oh, a lovely new relationship, and you're literally could not care less about them.
Literally.
But I think it's something that you're just gonna have to see through. You can't just. There's no quick fix, essentially. There's no quick pill. There's nothing. We're humans and we're supposed to feel.
Yeah, you have to feel it. And
And
let
it's
it
a
pass.
privilege to feel so deeply. It doesn't feel like it. But as someone who feels everything so deeply,
Yeah.
it's a privilege to feel so deeply. It really is, because as a human being, it's one of the finer things in life.
And also, if you push it down and bury it, it's only just going to creep up more. You're going to have to feel it and feel shit, excuse my French, for however long it may be. But once you've done that, you'll literally be fine. Like I said, unqualified take again. But I'm going to give my unqualified take because it does say, how do you
actually
stop caring? I would say I haven't experienced a situationship per se, but I have experienced unrequited crush, perhaps unrequited love for a long time. And I will say how I ended up stopping caring, or just anything, whether it be an issue, how you stop caring for me personally is literally just find a hobby and indulge in it.
Indulge.
It's gonna sound really basic.
Hyperfixate.
Yeah.
Obsess.
If you're not doing anything, transmit that obsession from someone else, that focus and that pedestal you've got them on, onto something else, or
Yeah.
someone else, like an artist or a friend. Fixate on your friends. No, okay, I take it back.
Some
In
wires
the
may get
sense
crossed
of,
in
like,
that.
In the sense of, like, instead of prioritizing wanting to see this person desperately or wanting to get back with them, prioritize just like making plans with your friends,
Yeah.
hanging out with them, having days. Like, dates aren't just reserved for like relationships.
We
You
love
can
a good
have
date, don't
yeah,
we?
I love a good like little picnic, a good little beach date. She won't go to the cinema.
I'd hate it. Why am I stuck in a chair for 2 hours? Why?
To
Why?
be fair, it's not a social thing. I don't think that's something you want to do when you don't want to speak to the person next to you, I think. But yeah. But I would say, yeah, just transmit that
Yeah.
energy into something else. Distract. But maybe that's a bad take, but that's what has worked for me. Fucking throw it.
Have you got
Do
more?
it now! Yeah, I say yeah.
3, 2, 1. We will no longer be hiring men to direct
Yeah.
our podcast.
Female all crew, please.
He will be getting a pay cut for that.
We'll be taking applications promptly. Not on.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey.
I'll drink to that.
I'll piss to that. Sorry. Sorry.
You're pissing. You're shitting. While Sienna is having a look on, what is it? Letterboxd.
Letterbox. Sorry. Letterboxd.
I'll give you my small artist recommendation of the day. Of the day.
I've got a good recommendation.
Of the week. Of the podcast. Dream Punk.
Dream guest on my podcast.
So my small artist recommendation, a little bit of homework for the viewers, will be Alessi Rose. She's
Mhm.
climbing that ladder. She's slowly becoming a not so small artist.
I can't believe she didn't have like 2 million listeners already. To be
I know.
honest.
I've got a little album up here.
Album of the week, which we will be swapping it out each episode.
So her Voyeur EP, it was released a couple months ago. It's got 8 tracks, and it's a no skip EP, to be honest. She's currently on a Voyeur tour, doing bits,
Doing voyeur stuff.
doing voyeuristic activities, really.
Well,
You may have heard Oh My from TikTok. Heard the song, also known as. And my specific song recommendation would be Stella.
Oh, yeah.
Stella I'm over, Stella I'm out. Honestly, banger, not really banger, complete not correct use of
Oh.
words.
oh, sentimental banger.
Sentimental. If you're a girl that feels things so deeply but never speaks to anyone about it, Stella's a bit of you. if you're a friendship breakup girly, Stella's a bit of you. Anyway,
Anyway.
on to Sienna's recommendation.
So, on to my film recommendation. Obviously, it's spooky season, as the millennials say. There's been a lot of spooky new releases, but actually, I checked my letterbox, and I'm not been watching that many films lately. So, I'll recommend a vintage film. Well, not really vintage. It's from the
Gosh.
90s. Yeah, it's not a recent. I feel like we should be recommending new
No.
films, but for spooky autumnal season, I'm going to be recommending Practical Magic from 1998. It's got Nicole Kidman, beautiful,
Ooh.
ginger hair, bangs, and yours truly, Sandra Bullock. So
Ooh.
it's a very like whimsy, comforting, witchy vibes. It's about like, you know, very spellbinding and witchy. I'm not going to give too much, but if you know, you
Ooh.
know. And I feel like if you haven't watched it, it's perfect for like September, October, and I think you should watch it. That would be my recommendation for this week.
Well,
Love that for you.
that's all from us.
That's
Mr.
all for
Driver.
now. Shall we throw the mics? Or is that cheesy? No,
I don't think I can
no,
stop that, sorry.
no, I can't. Sorry.
Anyway, that's all from us. 20 over and out.
Over now.
Over and out.
That's it. First podcast episode done.
Check.
Now for everyone's favorite, the bonus scenes.
Great. I've been seeing this guy for like 3 months now. He says he doesn't want a relationship, but then he acts like he's my boyfriend. So I've obviously caught feelings. Am I stupid for hoping he'll change his mind? You evil, horrible bastard. No, but that's so real.
You evil, conniving bastard.
Literally. That's so funny. Well, this doesn't have to take me back. Am I stupid for hoping he'll change his mind? Well, how many
That's
years
what
has it
I'm
been,
asking.
guys? How many years has it been? Has it been 1, 2, 3?
I think
or
anything
4?
below 10 years. No,
Oh yeah.
I
Literally,
mean, you're not stupid, but I think you should stop.
yeah.
I think you should bin him off. We don't like men on this podcast. There's one behind the camera.
Yeah,
but
we
he
both
doesn't-
equally between us like 1 man each. Okay,
Yeah.
no, I like you as well. Okay, I'll say 2.
Between us, we've got like a total of maybe like 3 or 4 men that we can
Yeah.
cope with.
Yeah.
That's about as many as we can deal with in.
There will be no male guests on this podcast.
Yeah, if we do have any guests on the podcast, none of them will be of the male sex. They will all be female.
That's just the way it is. Have you seen this bedding? Sorry.
Yeah.
What about Harry Styles? I heard he blew up a toilet the other day and shit everywhere, and it's stunk to fuck. And literally, someone from LA was like, "Yeah, like my friend who works in the coffee shop, like she literally said he blew up the toilet, and it stunk to fuck in there." And everyone in the comments was like, "Why do I believe it?" She was like, "Harry Styles came into. Don't make me get the fucking receipt.
I don't understand.
You don't understand."
Why is that?
She's like, "Oh my god,
Why
like
is that made its way to you and not me?
I'll get the fucking receipts out." And she was like, "Yeah, like she said like Harry Styles came to the coffee shop, but he literally blew up the toilet."
Hot monks and hot takes. Harry Styles is a shitty ass.
Does Harry Styles have IBS?
Hot take.
Yeah, Harry Styles more like Harry Piles.
Some of her close friends say that Harry Styles came into her work and up the bathroom everywhere. Blocking out her name for privacy again, but guys, I swear to God.
I mean, it
this is
could
not
just
Harry
be
Styles,
fake, but
I'm
it's funny to
freaking out.
I don't
believe.
think his poo would have been everywhere. Harry Styles not strikes me as the person that would have shat every fucking
No,
where in a
look,
public bathroom.